Well, we have a major problem. So the Thunderbird's been sitting outside for 2 weeks and door was shut, and that is water. That is not good. So yeah, can't put carpet in it obviously until I get that fixed. Yeah, I think tomorrow I might be driving through a automatic car wash and kind of see if I can see where this is leaking. Hopefully it's not the windshield. Ugh, that makes me sick, actually. Thought I had a sucker dried in. Maybe it could be like just some little stuff like this, maybe. I don't know. Maybe like right here. I got these, I actually need to put them in, but I don't know. And I need to look on that side, see if I got any water on that side. It may just be this side. I mean, look in here. Yeah, there is a crack right there. That could be it. And my mirror glue job didn't adhere so well, I guess. I cleaned the shit out of it. I don't know. I'll try it again, I guess. It didn't like the sunlight though. The sun, it's hell on these cars, but it's where the old girl's gonna live for a while, so that's she's gonna have to learn to deal with it. Old Thunderbird. Well, you are. Yeah, so one side is completely dry, bone dry, dusty actually. That side is not. And see, this side has the good little tip in the quarter window or sail window. Come on this side. And that door was actually even cracked slightly. Wasn't like fully shut. See, this side doesn't have it. So I need to change that for sure. I have them and should have changed it already, but I didn't. Yeah, hopefully that's it. I am going to drive it through a car wash tomorrow, and I'll probably change this first. Maybe not. Maybe I'll leave it out, drive it through the car wash, and see what I see. And if that is it, I'll change it, and then maybe drive it through a car wash again, and or maybe get somebody to squirt it. I don't know. You know, we'll just. I need to make sure this thing is dry before I put the carpet in, for sure. So anyway, all right, I was gonna do a few little things today. I'm back home, by the way. I got the new little courtesy lights that go in there. Got them. I think that'll help kind of stretch some of that headliner out also. Got one on each side. And I have my new, yeah, these don't fit. I don't know, but little deals that go there and there. I also have speaker boxes, so I think I'm gonna try to get them mounted. At least get the speakers and the wires ran. I probably need to get like some little metal 90s. I may have some, you know, just to screw in the side right there and button them down to the floor of the trunk there. So with self-tappers. So yeah, I think that's about all I'm gonna do this afternoon. And then I'm gonna, I may go ahead and poke my hole for my seat belt also. And that'll also kind of tighten some of this up here. So, oh, I hope it's not the windshield. There is a big crack in my rubber right there. Jeez. Man. Man. I might have to fill that with some black caulk or something for now. Just real quick, these guys here, I ordered them from Bird's Nest, and I think Nick Pepe and Vintage Thunderbird said something similar, but 1032 thread. You're gonna have to tap them real easy. I mean, they're plastic, right? And as soon as I did that, they screwed right on, no problem. 1032 thread. That's what you got there. All right, first trip to the gas station. Let's see how this goes. First trip out of the neighborhood, really. Good morning. Welcome to Buck Don't Know Shit. It is another beautiful day in Texas. Rainy, thunderstorms this morning. I don't know what the rest of the day will hold, but got home yesterday afternoon and I was like, I'm gonna hit the ground running. I got some little projects done. I got my little doorknobs installed. You can see the car's wet because it was raining. And I got my little courtesy lights installed in the pillars back there. So, and they both work, plugged them in, they worked right off the bat, no problem. Yeah, it started out yesterday. I was like, man, that's good. Got those little projects knocked out. Oh, I got my seat belts reinstalled, the top part. Of course, I'm gonna have to undo them when I install the carpet down at the bottom, but I've got the bolt through the headliner now and all that is good to go. So, making some little project progress yesterday afternoon, and when I got home it's like I can knock these little things out and start fresh in the morning, get kind of back on the doors. I've got some new aluminum trim pieces I was going to put on, kind of knock that out. And then I was going to, my original plan was to start on carpet this week. Got home yesterday and I had a leak in the somewhere. My driver's side had water all in the floorboard of the car. So I've got to figure out where that water is coming from. So yesterday I was like, you know what? Let me drive her to the gas station. I'll get a full tank of gas. And tomorrow I'll go through the car wash and I'm sitting in the car and I have an idea where I think it's coming from, but it could be coming from the windshield also. So I was like, let me run it through there and while I'm sitting in the car, I'll see if it's leaking somewhere that I can't see. Anyway, get to the gas station, start filling up. I'm sitting there, got about 15 gallons in there, still going. Guy walks behind me and goes, your car's leaking. That's not what you want to hear at the gas station, right? So look under there and sure enough, my fuel tank is leaking pretty heavily. And well, I would say it was leaking heavily, but more, you want zero gas leaking out of your car. There was quite a bit leaking out of my car. Not fast enough that I didn't have to sit there for 3 hours waiting for it to drain. But anyway, I did, because I don't know, maybe I could have started it and drove it home. I live literally like a quarter mile from that gas station. Maybe not, yeah, very, very close. And so, and yeah, I got an ethanol gas station like right outside my neighborhood. It's very nice because we have boaters here, right? So boaters like to put that in their boats. So, which I do too. I have a boat, but haven't had time to drive it lately. So anyway, yeah, so my fuel sending unit was not tight. That ended up finally, after the deluge of gas we had pushed it and I had some dry ground to kind of crawl up under it, get my hands on things and push it out of the puddle. And yeah, it was my fuel sending unit. So now I have to take my gas tank out this morning. And it's not the fuel sending unit's the problem, it's probably the O-ring, or I just don't have the lock nut tightened down enough. I don't know. I mean, if that's it, I just take the tank out, but I say yeah. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's like just more stuff I've got to do that I wasn't planning on doing today. I'd say other than that, the car did drive good. Interior lights all work. One thing, it was late when I got to drive it back home last night, so my headlights they're you cannot see shit with them, or I can't. They do need to be adjusted. That may help some. I'm sure it would help quite a bit. And I knew I was gonna need to adjust them. I just haven't yet. Yeah, they are very dim. So I have I think I found some LED replacements. That's what I'm putting in there. We will be driving the car at night. It is going to be a daily driver. So started out good. Everything was rolling along, looking good, and ended up being a shit night last night. I guess you're gonna have some of those some days. I did get a lot of compliments on the car though, just sitting there, waiting for the gas to drain out of it. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, the gas station owner wasn't too thrilled with me either, I don't think. I did come home and I got a crescent wrench to break my drain plug, kind of speed up the process. That did help, got it drained down a little faster. So, because fuel sending unit's like halfway up the tank where it attaches on the side, which in hindsight, the top. That's just my opinion. Then you don't have problems like this. So, but I mean, I guess, yeah, anyway. I mean, I know why they put it there to, it's easier to get to the bottom of the tank and everything, and just yeah. I mean, I know why they put it there to, it's easier to get to the bottom of the tank and everything, and just yeah. I mean, I see the advantages of putting it on the side from a like mechanical mechanism standpoint, but from a practical, it's like, well, I've never bought a front loader washing machine. It just seems stupid. Like it's gonna leak at some point, or if you have a tub, it's not gonna leak. So anyway, that's just me. Let me get this damn car jacked up. Stop talking to y'all. It's gonna be one of those days, I could tell. Oh, another thing, which talking about modern cars, that right there towards the rear end where the Challenger sits, heavy, thick black oil. Oh, look, a rainbow. Maybe the day will be okay. I don't know. So there's my issue. That had got twisted down in the hole, and it obviously wasn't sealing anything. So I'm gonna go to, I got another sending unit coming, and it'll have a new O-ring, but I'm gonna go see if they don't have just a round O-ring. See how this one's rectangular shaped? I don't really like that. I don't like how high it is. Unless maybe it was, I don't know, but it looks like it's set tall like that. I think I would just prefer a round one. But I'm gonna go see what they have. They probably don't have anything that'll fit it, but you never know. So doesn't hurt to ask. Okay, so no O-ring at O'Reilly's. I am gonna stop by Napa later. There, guys, they're not talking shit on O'Reilly's or whatever, but they didn't have anything like that in stock. I do find that sometime at Napa though, they'll kind of think outside the box a little and go, well, we don't have that like as a stock item, but we do have parts that may fit and blah blah blah, and they'll kind of help you find something that will work for you. So it's either they'll have something and I'll get it fixed this evening, get it back in this evening, or they won't, and I will have to just carry on. I got fuel sending unit with O-ring coming tomorrow. I'll probably just rob the O-ring and keep that one, I'm thinking, but we'll see. So probably the same exact thing, but and I'll just try to do a better job not pinching my O-ring. I think I'll move on to the next thing that is not working properly, and that is this driver's side window motor. So that means I've got to take this freaking thing off, which means I got to deal with this freaking thing again, and that is not hard to get off. That is not hard to get off. Those just two screws, I have to take them off, and then I got to unplug that, and I got to take all this off. But I was taking these off anyway because I've got the correct aluminum trim for that now, and I've got this piece and this piece. So I was going to be working on the doors at some point anyway. I'm just going a little further into them than I had planned on. So, okay, so sorry about the fan, but I'm not turning it off for this. If you're putting one of these in, I drilled it out with an 1/8 inch drill bit. That guy right there, I believe. Yeah, I think it was just an 1/8 inch. Drilled out the old one from the inside here, and used just a regular, it's a 5/32 diameter rivet, and put the big end on top, and you can see it closed up really nicely. Nothing sticking out in the way of the window. Got this window fixed, by the way, and you see it closes up just perfect. And yeah, problem with my window coming loose, my 3 original screws that went in the housing. Apparently the housing, I think it's aluminum, cast aluminum. The threads I noticed one of them kind of jumped the thread when I was tightening down on it. I was like, it'd be all right. Well, it wasn't all right. So basically I just went ahead and went through the housing with bolts and nuts and lock washers. That is actually a 9/64 bit that I used. And you can see this what it looks like when you drill it out. I drilled it out from the inside out, and it just popped right out. No issue whatsoever. You see a little bit of it left there on my drill bit. So I'll stick this one back in, and let me show you real quick. Basically, you just stick that kind of behind the felt there. Line up your hole right there. That's not wanting to show you, but yeah, that's basically it. You rivet it from the top. I'm not going to be able to work the gun with one hand, but I'll show you how I stuck this in there. In case you've never worked a rivet gun before. Just stick it in there, make sure it's sticking out the other side a little bit, which it is. And then you just put the rivet gun on there and clamp it down a couple times till it snaps, and you're done. All right, welcome to Buck Don't Know Shit. It is the end of the day, kinda. I might piddle a little more, I'm thinking. I got her back on wheels, drove her through town, did not break down. I do have 11 gallons of gas in it. That is what I drained out of it before I took the tank down. But yeah, I got my little sending unit with the new O-ring. I just replaced the O-ring, basically. Worked like a champ. Does not leak. I turned it up on to where the gas was sitting on it, just making sure there was no leaks. Before I put it back in the car, everything's good. So we made the longest trip in the car today. I was going to go to the car wash to run it through to see if I could see where it was leaking. We got all the way to the car wash during rush hours, like 4:30, 4:45, probably almost 5 before we got home. Good 30 minutes. August, super hot, stop and go traffic, right? And nothing happened. So I'm happy with that. The car drove pretty good. I need to put some air in the tires, and I think it needs an alignment. It's a little squirrely in the front end, but yeah, it drove good for the most part. Dogs bark at everybody, but yeah. So what did I get done today? Not a lot. Got some wires buttoned up under the dash. Got another bracket attached. I got some paint going on my clock tower. Got my speaker, my last speaker, center console speaker installed and wired up. Well, the wires ran. And yeah, I think I am about to, so that's what, yeah, get to the car wash. Forgot about that. Get to the car wash, don't have my wallet. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So we turn around, we drive home, and I was like, well, Carly, just get out and let me roll the window up, squirt me. And yeah, it was leaking all over the top of the seal. It wasn't just that little quarter deal. So basically, I think that window is not up quite high enough. It needs to come up about another 1/8 of an inch, which that's an easy easy fix. Do got to take the door panel off. As soon as she started squirting it with the water hose, it was like water was coming straight over the top of the window, you know, leaking fairly good. I would say if it was just like a straight down rain, you probably wouldn't get water in the car, but any kind of sideways rain, it would definitely be getting in there. So gotta touch that up before I put the carpet in. So I'm probably gonna try to get the door panel off this afternoon, maybe start adjusting it, maybe get it backed out, spray a little water on it, see if I can see something. And yeah, while I got some people here. And then if that works, I think tomorrow I will pull the seats back out, which I've gotten good at doing, and start putting carpet in this thing. So, because I'm at the point where I need to get the carpet in so I can start putting the center console in and everything else. So yeah, I'm ready for carpet. Let me quit talking. I am kind of happy though. The car went down the road for a long time and we did not break down in town. That's a milestone, right? Drove the car through town, no problems. Yeah, it would be nice to have air conditioning though, that's for sure. It's not very cool in that car, even with the windows down. So all right, anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Yeah, y'all like and subscribe and leave some comments.